Thank you very much, everybody, for inviting me to your event, your celebration. And this, for me, is about a celebration of the lives that have been saved because of the fantastic gift that you have all given. None of us can possibly hope to understand what it's like to lose your loved one. But I do know that many of you find particular comfort from the fact that the legacy of your loved one is the life for many, many other people. The decision that you have made has genuinely saved lives. But I also know, doing the job that I do, we need to do more. And I stand in front of you today asking for your help. I need you to do this. I need you to talk about your donation experience and talk to more people about how you feel about donation. Because particularly during this transplant week, we rely very much on you to talk about your experience and persuade others of the wisdom of donation. We have a theme this week in Transplant Week, which is 7 days to say, yes, I donate. And what we're asking people to do is to sign up to the organ donor register, but also to have a conversation with their loved one about their donation wishes. And I need your help to bring that conversation to life. And why is that so important? Because as we sit here today, there are still 10,000 people waiting for a transplant. Despite the fantastic gifts that you've all given, still 10,000 people need a transplant. And when we survey people in this country, we still have 17 million adults who've just never spoken about donation. They've never told their loved ones what their donation wishes are. And we need to change that. Even the people who have joined the organ donor register and carry the little card, even many of those people have not spoken about their donation wishes. So please, help me change that. One of the great privileges of my job is I get to speak to people like you, donor families, but I also get to see the other side of things. I get to talk to recipients. And I have never yet met an organ donor recipient who is not unspeakably grateful for the gift that you have given. I was with a man on Monday who had a kidney transplant about three months ago, and he can't find the words to write a letter to the donor family to say how grateful he is. And he desperately wants to do that, but he just doesn't know what to say. He doesn't think a letter will be enough to convey his gratitude. So please, can I tell you, these people are incredibly, incredibly grateful for the gift that you've given. I also see transplant recipients who very much see the gift of a transplant as a second chance. They want to grab life by the scruff of the neck and really, really make a difference. These are people that take the gift you've given and really do something fantastic with it. So on their behalf, I say thank you. I'd also like to say thank you to the team here at the Walton Centre. To make donation and transplantation happen, we need lots of people involved. I'd like to say a particularly big thank you to the clinicians, the nurses, and all of the people here at the centre, to Chris, the Chief Executive, to Ken, the Chairman, because without their guidance and their enthusiasm, then this centre wouldn't be as successful as it is. We really appreciate the way that donation has been embedded into the clinical practice here. And last year alone, 60 people had their lives transformed by the work that was done at this centre. I'd also like to pay tribute to Ian Tweedy, who will be speaking in a moment. He's the clinical lead. And Ian drives forward the clinical practice in this area. So a big thank you to Ian. I'd also like to acknowledge the great work that Janet Prosser does. Janet heads up the organ donation committee, and again creates an environment that creates things like this. So a big thank you to Janet and her team for the work that they do. I'd also like to say thank you to my own team of specialist nurses. You all have a special place in your hearts for one of the team in uniform here. who worked with you during your donation experience. So a big thank you from me for the work they do day in, day out. And finally, I'd like to say an extra special thank you to Laura Ellis Morgan, who's quietly standing here. And Laura, despite being quite a quiet individual, has made this happen. She's created this environment today. She's got all of us here today focusing in on the gifts that you have given. She's given us the opportunity to celebrate the legacy of life for all of your loved ones. Thank you.